Now, may I ask His Excellency Gilles Bourbao to please deliver his keynote address and thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, dear friends, cher Yann, Namaskar. Welcome to Alliance Française. If you like cultural exchanges, you are at the right place. I'm happy to launch a book, Indian Portrait, by Mr. Yann Vagneux. This event is organized by Nirala Publications in collaboration with White Lotus Bookshop. Thank you. We talk about Yann Vagneux, and I will let Yann talk about his book. It may seem natural for you, it may seem natural to you for a French ambassador to help a compatriot to launch his book in Nepal. It seems all the more natural since Yann and I have common origins in Brittany, a beautiful French province. My family background is Catholic, and he himself is a Catholic priest. But to tell the truth, this support is by no means natural. This is not natural because the French Republic maintains complex relations with religious institutions in general, and the Catholic Church in particular. The history of the French Republic goes back to the French Revolution, more than 230 years ago. The Republic was built in opposition to the monarchy, and its definitive victory so far occurred in 1870, more than 150 years ago. The formal separation of church and state followed a few decades later, in 1905, as a consequence of the end of the French monarchy. Since then, France has been a secular country. The Republic adheres to strict secularism. France is a country where religions are separate from the public sphere and the state. Religions are not taught in public schools. France has become a country where religious practice is very limited, where the churches are almost empty. Our society has become very individualistic. I am the representative of this secular republic, and Yann represents the Catholic Church. We don't come from the same side, but we are happy to be together today. So why? First, it is because the French Republic loves intellectuals and writers. And Yann Vagneux is a true intellectual. He likes to study. His knowledge is very large. His science of religions and spirituality is impressive for me. He helps me a lot to understand Hinduism and Buddhism. Yann Vagneux is also a writer. He has already written several books. I like to read his books. The Republic loves books, especially when they are well written, and it is the case here, even if they are written by Catholic priests. Second, and maybe this is the most important point, Yann Vagneux and I, we see the world in a very similar way. This man is sincerely curious about the diversity of the world. He is interested in other cultures. He enjoys studying religion outside Christianity. He works really hard to understand religions. He tries to seek bridges, links possibilities of dialogue between religions. And this desire to understand other cultures, this desire for dialogue, exchanges, and communication, I share it with Yann Vagneux. We represent different institutions, but we have the same objective. He seeks to understand Hinduism, and I seek to understand Nepal. He seeks to promote dialogue and cooperation between Hinduism, Buddhism, and Christianity. And I seek to promote dialogue and cooperation between France and Nepal. So despite all our differences, we have this in common. If I am a secular diplomat, he is a kind of religious diplomat. And while you are reading his book, Indian Portrait, I think you have to have this in mind. I thank you very much.
Your Excellency, for this wonderful remark. Yes, we need religious diplomats as well to fill in the gap. And Your Excellency has rightly pointed out how scintillating his works are and how marvelous his books are.